Good evening, everybody. Box, 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 box. So welcome everybody. We are at KYALAMI today, the fourth race in the Porsche mini series that we are having at RCUK UK. I am doing the comms for tonight. Race with Dries. Not participating due to hardware changes. But let's see. We have in the first hour of practice. No video for today, Daddy. Mr. Daddy-O Apple. Tonight I am not racing tonight. Like I said, I am doing the commentary. We are not set up yet to race with our new rig, so we're making sure that we can have some live feed from the rest of the pack here. So we have the Porsche Cup Series, numbers 1 until 11. Here you have the green triangle next to the yellow or the white square. That means these guys are the cup car race cars. And then we have the GT4s, starting on McKay, Hacker, Mr. Farrer himself. Let's get along with the, let's see. So first of all we have Hampson with the number 66 car. Mr. Clegg himself with the number 20 car. Mr. Burns, the 888. Then we have Chris Leich, currently on track with the blue 74 car. Our Xbox driver Eskop with the number 86 in the pits. Set his time already. Then we have Lars Ramensberger with number 51 car. The nice red livery. Then we have our new contender, Mr. Gagliolo, with the white livery. Everybody wears this livery because it is a good livery. It has like the Porsche at the side. Then we have Mr. Griffin, also yellow but then with the chrome finish. Ahumada PPR with the number 29, Lamming 87, Sedgwick with the number 140. So those are the cup cars because we are heading towards qualifying. In the first 5 minutes of qualifying, as you can see here, we have 10 minutes qualifying. The first 5 minutes are going to be for the cup cars, sole cup cars. The second 5 minutes are going to be for the GT4 cars. They will be able to get to the pit line, but only after that the 5 minute mark has passed, they can enter the track. For the cup cars, if they started their lap before the 5 minute mark, they can finish that lap. So it's a matter of fact where you want to end up, if you want to go on early or if you want to take a later run. Let's see how this will pan out. We have still a couple of tracks, a couple of cars on track.
When you have this.
Yeah, Jason, Eurosports is nothing compared to race with Dries comms, dude. Then let's go over. Then we have McKay with the 929 car. Mr. Hacker, unbeatable for the moment. But Pedro is the man to beat. The 444 car Mr. Nurfire himself. Pritchard also set the time in the pits. Clements, Adenel, Aguirre still practicing. Let's do this. And then we have Clark, Blade entering the pits. Marangoni with the nice light blue livery on his Cayman. And then Mr. Flores himself as a spectator. Race with Reese. Oh, this is one hell of a qualifying, guys. It is wet, pouring wet for the first qualifying session. What a surprise for everybody. I think everybody is now rushing towards his setup, changing it to a wet setup. We have as first Mr. Hampson going out on track with the number 66 car, but overthinks himself, heads back because maybe he thought he was not on the wets. I think we have Mr. Giagolo, yes, number 30 car heading out of the pits as for the first. Then I think we have Lamming, then Mr. Clegg. Then we have Hampson. These four are gonna try and get to the finish line. It is so treacherous in these wet conditions, guys. Very treacherous in these wet conditions. You cannot imagine how difficult it is to drive without any traction control. Okay. We have Lamming, who gave way to Clegg. Clegg is pulling the field forward, very confident, going to set the lap as first. We have 8 minutes still going to qualifying. Look at him skidding, losing the rear in oversteer corner exit. Tricky conditions, guys. It's raining very hard. Benji, get out of my screen, dude. Thank you very much, Benji. Oh, and we have already somebody off. Hampson went off already. This is going to be hard, guys. We also have Griffin also out. Number 86 car. Cops.
What parts do you still need to complete the setup?
My setup, I still need my pedal plates and my wheelbase plates, Jason. Those are the things that I need, and brackets to mount my chair. Okay, here we go. We have Dan. Oh, he has oversteered at the corner exit, wanting to go too fast on the final turn before starting his lap. Here he goes. Let's follow Mr. Clegg. Going into turn 1, braking way early than the 100 meter mark. It is still nice and clean. Little oversteer there. 4-wheel drift. Fast little left-hander here. Very tricky. Oh, I definitely will, Jason. Definitely will. The 87 car went off, ladies and gentlemen. The 87 car. Lamming went off. He invalidated. So he is back to the pits. We have a 1-lap quali. He will be starting back of the pack. Dan is taking it very careful. We have then also Burns behind. Burns is impeded by Mr. Gagliolo himself. Yes, it is. Burns is trying to find a way. He is faster than Gagliolo, but it is so tricky. He wants to get in front of Gagliolo. What a qualifying here, ladies and gentlemen. Is he gonna go for a dive? He's gonna keep it safe. Oh, we have the number 66 car that went off. Hampson went off. And we have Clegg almost going towards the finish line. 5 minutes 40 left in qualifying, guys. The GT4s are gonna start to line up. Burns is still going. But did he lose some time? Because I don't see that Gagliolo is still further away. I think Burns went off somehow or lost a lot of time. But Dan Clegg set a 1:55, 6:55. We're going to the number 30 car, Gagliolo. What is he gonna set? He is 3 seconds of the pace. Then we have Burns. Burns invalidated his lap. Like I thought, no time set for Mr. Burns. Then we are over to Griffin, heading towards the final corner, trying to put the power down. What time is he gonna set? Did he take it safe? Or did he go for it? He took second place from Gagliolo. Well done from Griffin. Well done. Over to the next car. We have the 29 car, Ahumada, with 4.88 seconds behind. Why is this like this? Hello. Okay. And we have the GT4 cars on their way. Almost. We have 4 minutes and still to go. We have the number 77 car, Pritchard. So we have several that did not set a lap. Lamming, Cedric, Burns, Hampton did not set a car. Burns is still on his out lap, but he is going to peel into the pits. And that is it for the qualifying for the Cup cars. We are heading now towards the GT4 cars. Adenel still waiting in the pits. We have some people going very slow there. Who was that from the... Was that Burns? Ahumada? Leich maybe? Yes, it was Leich going very slowly on his out lap. Adenel heading out. We have... Why did Burns set a second lap? He did 2 laps. That is weird. Okay. That is going to be a disqualification for Burns. I think he set 2 laps. But okay. We are gonna watch Pritchard and McKay. McKay heading into turn 1, followed by Marangoni. And Pritchard. Then we have also Aguirre. And let us follow Mr. Nerdfire. He is waiting down at the pit straight, waiting for some room. Here, Mr. Nerdfire. Let's follow Mr. Nerdfire. Turn 1, and the black came in. Let's see how he does. Ooh, a little bit early in steering in there. Very tricky conditions. Let's follow a lap in the GT4 car with the pole sitter and the championship leader for the moment. Very tricky conditions. Feathering the throttle, losing control and regained it. What a correction there. Now some tricky conditions here over the curve. It's very dangerous over the curve, guys, in these wet conditions. But still valid. Still valid. Hairpin left towards the downhill part. Immediately full throttle here for Mr. Farrer. By the way, welcome everybody. We are at race number 4 in the Porsche Mini Series. We have qualifying. If you're tuned in a little bit late, it started raining like hell in qualifying, guys. Or it started in a very wet condition. Oh, he almost went wide there. Corrected early on the brakes here to get still a good exit. He changed his brake bias and traction control for this last corner. Pushing through. What time is he gonna set? 1:59.4 for Mr. Nerfarer. He is behind Mr. McKay with 0.6 of a second. Okay, let's follow Blade. What is Blade gonna do? Blade going last corner over the finish line. How did he do this lap? How will he end up? And he ends up 12th position. And let's watch Michael. Michael is also heading to the last corner. Seems so difficult to get control over your car here. So difficult. Ran a little bit wide there, but he's good. Carried a lot of speed into the corner. What time is Mr. Admiral gonna set? And he sets 10th place. He's third in the GT Force for the moment. Very nicely done from Mr. Admiral. Mr. McKay, what did he do? He set the time already. Oh, he peels off. That's good. Then we still have Mr. Marangoni. The session has ended. Let's set to the timetables. Burns also did 2 laps. Okay, that's okay then. I think he is good. Lars is first place with 1:55 flat. Well done. And here we had Marangoni. It's done with. Session has ended. We're just maybe waiting for the number 88 car. Mr. Clemens, but he already set the time. So we have in order Mr. Lars Ramensperger in first place with a 1:55.062, followed by Burns second place and Mr. Clegg in third place. He is very fast in the third sector. He is 4/10 faster, but did not or was not able to put it all together, but it is still very close there between the first three. Half a second, 6/10 dividing everybody. Then we have Kops with 1.1 seconds behind. Then fifth place Mr. Leich, sixth Mr. Griffin. If you can see from fifth place to 8th place, also very close together, all within 0.04 of a second, guys. Then we have Mr. Pedro Nerfarer, Ben Clemens, Ahumada, new with us, but we have a lot of people, guys, who did not set a time. Mr. Hacker, Hampson, Lamming, Cedric Clark, and Marangoni. But Marangoni is still live here. Is he going to set the time? Was he just in time over the finish line? But still no time for Mr. Marangoni. That will be the lineup, guys. It did stop raining. This was at 3 p.m. qualifying. 4 p.m. the race will start. But maybe the track will still be in wet conditions. This will be a big question for everybody starting the race. Will we take... Oh, we have a fast track. Immediately everything dried up. The sun is out. So We have a race with dry tires, everybody. Ah, my controls are working again. That's good. So we have 23 degrees, guys. We have a 1 hour, 5 minutes of racing here at KYALAMI Mixed Series. We have 1 pit stop requirement. We have no pit stop window, so you can choose whenever you pit. You can take high fuel and go low fuel at the end, or vice versa, or just do it 50-50. The choice is up to you. The big moment is going to be into turn 1. It's always a very sharp turn there. Everybody will bunch up. Let's hope we can keep it nice and clean. So we have, like I said, Lars, Mr. Burns, Daniel Clegg, 3rd place, Kopf, 4th place, Chris Lai, Mr. Griffin on 6th place, Gagliolo, P7, McKay, P8 on the GT4 classes already. And then we have Mr. Pedro Nerfire on the number 44 car in the black Cayman. Clemens always following close by with Mr. Nerfire. Ahumeda with his Porsche Cup car. It will be a little finding its way there with McKay, Farrer and Clemens. But here we go, we have 30 seconds. Pritchard, Blade, Mr. Guire, Aguirre in the Xbox. It's a very weird that Tom Hacker only ended 15th. Maybe he was very cautious on his lap, or maybe he just went off also, especially that he went as he is last, or almost last. Clark and Marangoni did not set a time, and also Hampson, the Cup cars, Lamming, Sedgwick did not set any times, and starting at the back of the field. And we are off, guys. We have 1 warm-up lap. Everybody trying to warm up their tires. We only have a fast track, so it will be finding grip, especially in corner exits. You will feel it with these Cup cars that you have lesser grip. What's your bet, guys? Do you think Clegg will regain his first position? Or will Lars show his dominance this time? First time in the Porsche series that Lars is in front of the pack, but maybe it was just because he was driving in the rain. Maybe he's like a rain specialist. I am definitely sure that Burns is going to do everything to keep Denardi behind. And then we have the battle in the GT4 cars.
The first 3 names will make good battle.
They will make a very good battle, those first 3. But here also in the GT4 series, we have the McKay, is a new to the series. So he is in the white Cayman, and I have also Pedro, who won the last 3 races, or the last 2 races, and then just vaulted the last 100 batters, just as I did. Clemens, what is happening with Clemens? I think he needs to hurry up. What are you doing, Clemens? He is behind the back of the pack. Somebody is going off there. It was a Porsche. I think that was Hampson. Hampson went off track into the grass. But here we go, guys. And we have another one off on the grass. The number 140 car. What is happening? Mr. Sedgwick. Okay. We're ready to go. Helicopter cam. Let's follow at the first turn. We're ready for 1 hour and 5 minutes of racing. Waiting for the green light. And we're go, guys. We're go. Race Club UK round 4. Clegg is going on the inside. Cut off by Mr. Birds. Everybody is taking the short line there. Lars defending. Birds going on the outside. Hoping on a little traction. Side by side racing. Everybody is keeping it clear and clean. Still clean for everybody. Oh, we have Pedro bumping against McKay. Little further ahead. Still everybody is with us. Nice and clean start by everybody. Go back to the front. We have Burns, who took the lead from second position. Lars still defending in second. Daniel Clegg in third position. Cops fourth. Like fifth. Gagliolo in sixth position. And further ahead, very close battle here, Ahumada and Mr. Hampson. Let's head back to the front field. Dan on the heels of Lars. He is hunting for him. Everybody's still keeping it clear. We have Sedgwick that went off. He is at the back of the pack. Nice and clean by everybody. We can see everybody nice and clean. Oh, we have Pedro going off. Went wide there in almost the end of the lap. Lost some positions. Going very aggressive. Is he going to dive in? No, not yet. Oh, we have here Pritchard. Blade went on the inside. Number 56 car. Took a position from Mr. Hacker. He's now 15th. Everybody's still very close together, but still Burns in the lead. And Lars getting hunted by Mr. Clegg. These three are having already a little bit of an advantage on Cops, 1.4 seconds. And as you can see there in the background, they are also still fighting for everything. You can see on the minimap the Cup cars are moving away from the GT4 cars. This is going to be a very exciting battle. Lars is defending for his life. And while these two are fighting, we have Burns taking advantage of the situation, taking almost 8/10 of a lead. Cops is now already 2 seconds. These guys are also fighting. Still, everybody is very clean. Lamming closing the field for the Cup cars. And in the GT4 cars we have McKay, still hunted by Pedro Nerfire. Everybody very close by. Clemens very close on Pritchard, almost just half a second. Just lost 7. Just lost a little bit there. And in front we need to follow this battle here. Lars still defending very heavily. Dan within a half a second, 0.3 seconds. These three are gonna battle the entire race. Still 1 hour to go. Oh, Lars went wide. That took advantage of the opportunity. He went oversteer on the exit, but could control it and took second position. Dan now in the hunt for Burns. Lars went a little wide there at T1. It was not a perfect clean overtake from Dan Clegg, but still he made it happen. Further back we have Hampson also on the heels of Leich. 0.2 seconds. Still also a little bit struggling. You can see when he is exiting, struggling with that TC0. Further ahead we have Hacker, Clemens, Hacker and Sedgwick in a battle, very, very close together. Or is it Pritchard? Yes, Pritchard, Clemens and Hacker. Hacker looking for the little holes, the little errors that Pritchard is making. Maybe he's gonna send it here in the hairpin left. Is he going to make late braking? No, Pritchard takes the defensive line. But Clemens is gonna try and dig it. Let's follow him on board. Very close to Pritchard. Oh, Pritchard went wide. Clemens, is he going to do it? They are side by side. Oh, Pritchard and Clemens takes the advantage of everybody. Or is it Hacker? No, it is Hacker. Clemens went wide, Pritchard went wide. It started all with Pritchard, lost a little bit control, then had a little collision with Clemens, but then Hacker took advantage, gained 2 positions in this lap, ladies and gentlemen. He is on to 13th position. And also Mr. Sedgwick with the Cup car, making his way through the field, trying to gain the rest of the Cup cars. Further ahead, we have the battle with Hampson and Leich in the Cup Part Series. Leich with the blue 74 Porsche. Following Hampson. Let's follow Hampson. Let's see how close Leich can get to him. Good exit from Hampson. Good control. Corner exit. Leich cuts closer. He's trying to drive in the mirrors of Mr. Hampson here. Amazing as these guys have the same pace. Very dangerous curve there. Close racing from Leich and Hampson here. And further up front we have Mr. Clegg himself gained position over Lars and is also gaining on Burns. Half a second now from Burns. Back into his mirrors. Let's follow Dan in his hunt for first position. Let's compare the driving between these two. Dan is way later on the brakes than Burns. This is a very stressful situation for Burns, knowing that Dan is on your heels and still 56 minutes to go. This is going to be a sweaty race for Mr. Burns. They'll have a good exit. It's a matter of who is going to make the first mistake. Dan very close to the back of Burns. These cup cars sound amazing. Okay, let's see how this battle pans out here. Very close now. It's gonna dive. Now, just keeping it clean, going for a good, nice exit. Still very close racing from these two. Oh, Burns went wide there. Dan side by side. They are going side by side to the fast right-hander. Burns is not letting in. Dan, is he going to take his signature outside move, overtake? He tried. They're not making it, but he will be on the inside line for the next turn. Will Burns hold on? No, he yields. Dan takes first position. We are now lap 5, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Clegg took first place. Let's hope Burns can keep up with the pace. Or we will see Dan Clegg yet again driving off into the horizon. Mr. Clegg stoppen. Was very good from Burns to try and hold on there, but of course when you are on the back foot outside line there, immediately Dan takes a half a second. Let's see what it is crossing the finish line. A little oversteer there from Dan, but still close racing, almost a second ahead. Let's follow Mr. Leich. Mr. Leich hunting. Hunting Mr. Hampson still. It's a nice race. Not so many incidents. Everybody is nice and careful. Clean racing from everybody. And as you can see on the minimap, it has a little bit of even spread. We have the 140 car, yellow flag. Mr. Sedgwick, he crashed. What happened? Oh my god. Be careful when coming out. Sedgwick struggling with the control of this cup car. Yet again, finding himself.
A lot of front grip. Great moves between everyone.
Yeah, it is great racing, Jason. Thank you for the comment, dude. I think here Mr. Sedgwick hits the front of the wall somewhere. He has damage on the front of his car. Has difficult turning in. He will lose some aero and some front grip with the damage there on the front of his car. Further ahead, let's look. We have a P18, a fight for 17th place in the GT4 class by Blade and Clark. Blade has a good exit here. He's going to go side by side. He has the inside line here. Is he going to hold it home? He goes on the grass. Hope he keeps it on the inside. And I think he pushes Clark a little bit wide there. But still, stayed safe. Oh my god, I lost my controls. Go. Dirty garage. Yes, I lost controls. Why did I lose controls? Stupid. Lost controls. So difficult. Yeah, lost controls this way. But like you can see, we have Mr. Clegg. First position. Then we have Burns. Clegg already has a 4-second lead, but Mr. Burns is losing some pace. Lars is already on his heels within a second. 0.6 from Burns. I think Lars is smelling blood. He is going for it. He wants this second position. Further ahead as well, we have the battle here between Hampson and Leich. Leich very close. Within half a second. Better exit. How will this go into turn 1? Does Leich have that slipstream? Is he going to brake late? He is not sending it, keeping it nice and clean. Amazing racing from everybody. And in the GT4 class we have Pedro, who is in first position in the GT4 class. He is now almost 4 seconds ahead of McKay. Pedro finding his race pace yet again. Amazing control of the car. Humble Mr. Farrer. Humble Mr. Farrer. We have somebody in the pits. Ahumada pitted. Early pit stop from him. 49 minutes still to go. Maybe he had damage. Maybe he will repair the damage. Or he went for a low fuel first stint. We still have a battle here for 4th position. Lap after lap after lap. Leich is following Hampson, waiting for him to make an error. And there it is, the error from Hampson. They are going side by side into turn 1, guys. Hampson still a little bit in the advantage, but Leich has the overspeed. Very defensive of Hampson going to T1. Takes the very inside line, and Leich was not able to capitalize on that mistake. So still remains in 5th position. Very exciting battle here for 4th place, just like battle here for 6th with Mr. Gagliolo and Griffin. Within a second, Griffin tries to hold on to Gagliolo. But we are keeping with Leich and Hampson. Not a half a second dividing these two drivers. Experienced driver Leich, driving with Race Club already for a while, and Hampson, a new competitor. Is Leich going to try and send it here now? He is very close this time. Hampson went wide. Leich brakes late, goes inside. Are they gonna keep it clean? He makes the overtake. Leich after more than 4 or 5 laps. Ooh, and Hampson hit the inside sausage there in the dangerous second to the last corner. But Leich made his overtake and is now in 4th position. But it is not over yet because Hampson is still with him. Will Hampson be able to keep up with the pace of Leich? We will see that soon enough. And we are starting, the Cup cars are starting to lap the GT4 cars. Let's see how these blue flag conditions will pan out. Always very difficult. Burns goes ahead. I think that was McKay. That was not McKay, that was Aguirre, I think. Everybody starting to lap everybody. Lars still following. It's a very unfortunate place to encounter traffic here. especially if he does not want to lose up on Mr. Burns. Burns is going to be lucky. Will he be able to get in front of the GT4 car here? Yes, nice and steady. In the meantime, Dan is already 5 seconds ahead. Everybody keeping it nice and clean still. And the blue flags are starting to come for everybody. Also, Leich and Hampson, who are still battling. Hampson now almost a second behind. And Leich encountering the first car, the number 19 car, Mr. RWD. Hampson flashing his lights, had a good exit. Tries and look for a little hole there on the inside, but did not find it, was very careful. This is going to be exciting, like encountering traffic. Goes on the inside here, fast left, followed by Hampson. They keep it clean. Has little grass there, like, so it's going to be defensive line. Fast right-hander. Hampson tried to go wide, but could not find traction there in the less track. And as you can see in the weather conditions, everybody, track is optimum, but we have rain coming in 15 minutes. That is one hell of a change-up. Oh, that was close, like almost hitting the front of that GT4 car and going wide, losing again his position and having to start over. Hampson just followed him and kept it clean, kept it nice, kept his line. Like having to do it all over again. But it is going to be heavy rain again, guys, in 15 minutes. So, after 20 minutes race, let's have a small recap. We have Burns, first position. Dan, in first position in the 20 car. He is already now almost 6 seconds in front of Burns, who is also creating a little gap to Lars. Lars trying everything that he can to follow him. It is now 1.7 seconds, 1.5 seconds. Then we are off to Mr. Hampton and Leich. This battle is still raging. It's been raging now already for 6-7 laps. Both still within half a second from each other. Leich not letting go. Clearly Leich has a faster pace. But can he keep it clean? Can he keep this cup car on the road? Keep its traction to stay ahead, to get ahead. They both go over the curb, like following Hampson there. Traction race going downhill here. They have GT4 car, Marangoni just ahead. What is Marangoni going to do? Oh, went very defensive, Hampson. Very defensive. Leich taking maybe a better line. Ooh, flirting with track limits there, Hampson. Very close racing by these two. And the blue flag conditions. Hampson, will he get hindered by Marangoni, or will it just pan out? It just worked out for him. Both still fighting. And further ahead, everybody is spread out. Pedro first in the GT4 class, followed by McKay, 5.4 seconds. Hacker, 3 seconds from him. Then we have Clements. blue flag conditions still here. Let's see if I can get my controls back. Nope, still the same. Cannot change controls here. It's too bad. But it's still good, really good. Let's follow again. Leich and Hampson. Battle for 4th place still raging on here. Leich still very close. And these blue flags are gonna hinder Hampson very much. Maybe now into the last corner. What is Leich going to do? Finding their way here through traffic. Very well done by both of them. And also here at front, battle for 2nd place here. Lars hunting down Burns. Now within half a second, Burns going wide. I think Burns has a little problem with tires here. Lars smelling blood. These both red cards. Light red, dark red. Same livery. This will be the first race normally that Lars is battling at the front. Struggling in the past 3 races to find pace with this cup car. Just to mention everybody, these races from Lace Cup are powered by GP Bespoke Tiling. For all your tiling needs. If you want any work done in your house, that's the worker for you. And hey Ben, how are you doing, my friend? Oh, who went off there? That was enough for number 140 car. Mark Sedgwick again. He is struggling with this Porsche. Too much damage. What is he going to do? I think he needs to pit. He has way too much damage, but he's letting everybody pass. And another off there.
Can you hear me, Clem Fandango?
Clem Fandango? No, I cannot hear you. By the way...
It's a DIY SOS.
DIY? Who? Dan? Or do you think Ben? Mr. Mark Sedgwick. He is struggling so much with his car. Okay, back to the front. Lars still hunting Burns. Half a second, everybody. And Hampson also still hunting Leich. This battle here at the front with his first 5 cars is very tense.
Modifying the Porsche.
Nick Knowles is modifying the Porsche. Yes, he is. We have 2 people in the pits. The 140 car. 3 people. Gaglio and Lamming. Lamming now exiting the pits. Gaglio exiting the pits. Okay. Did Lars lose a little bit time? Dan is already 10 seconds ahead of Mr. Burns. In front of James. And Lars losing a little bit time. Could have been maybe the blue flags.
Mark will be in the pits for a while as they are replacing pretty much all of that 140 Porsche.
Yep. Mark, I think Mark has 2-minute pit time. He crashed, I think, 3 times already. Even in the opening lap, Mark just could not find any pace with this car. Heading over to Hampton.
Time for a woodland jobby.
Does it go so fast? Maybe it goes so fast with you, Mr. Godden. Okay, but we're back here to racing. Lars still clinging on to Burns, to James. Very strong race from Lars. Mr. Swiss Ramensberger. James a little bit on the curve there. Lars has the momentum. Is he going to take the exit line or the entry line? You have a battle here. Pritchard and Marangoni within a second. The GT4 cars, everybody evenly spread out, with Pedro still in first position, but yeah, 10 seconds ahead. He's now finishing his lap, starting anew, and a hacker going into the last turn. Another one peeling into the pits. Who is that peeling into the pits? The 66 car. Hampson. Hampson in the pits. He's going for the undercut towards Leich. Leich needs to push now. Take everything out of his tires. And in the meantime, Hampson, let's see if he doesn't have any damage. So normally, if everything goes good and he had a good pit stop, it's all in the outlap. It's all in the outlap. Lars losing a little position, but we need to see where Leich will end up after his pit stop. So let's keep that in mind. Hampson exiting the pits now. Will he have a free road to go? Yes, he has free road to go. And it has actually a good pit stop. He has no traffic and he can just try and find some pace here on these tires. Like Chris cleared some of these cars. Hacker, he cleared. We have a battle here for the 15th position. Within a second, Mr. Aguirre, our Xbox driver. So we have quite some people who pitted already. We have still 33 minutes to go. Those are just on the halfway mark. Pit stops. The top 5 runners still did not make a pit stop. But it all depends. All depends on where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Did somebody disconnect? Where's the battle at front there? Ah, Hampson here. Still in 6th position. How many seconds is he behind? We cannot see because we are more than a sector ahead. Burns. And it started raining, guys. Started raining early. This is going to be a rain, very heavy rain in the first 5 minutes, and then it will stop immediately. Who is doing the gamble and staying out in these conditions? Is somebody going to pit for wet tires, or are they going to go for dry tires? What's the strategy going to be? We have Lars pitting. Gagliolo also pitted, and Pedro also pitted. Gagliolo with some damage. Marangoni hunting for Pritchard. Both did not do a pit stop yet. And again, where is Lars? We have a disconnect. I do not see Lars amongst the first ones. He had such an amazing race, but he had a disconnect. Chris Leich went off here. Difficult conditions in the wet. It is going to rain more in the next 5 minutes. It is so unfortunate. Lars with a disconnect. You were just looking for him. Dan keeping it nice and clean. Burns still did not make a pit stop as well. Track is greasy.
Up again.
Definitely, especially with this rain. Nobody knows what they have to do. Like taking a pit stop, what is he going to do? Is he going to go for wet tires? But I do not think so, because it's gonna stop raining in 5 minutes again. It is only greasy. Track is now damp. Battle here for 8th position. 2 drivers had already pitted. Gagliolo and Lamming. Who is the fastest? Lamming peeling into the pits. He pitted already. Why is he pitting again? Gagliolo says thank you and heads on over into P8. It's still so unfortunate for Lars. Like now exiting the pits. And with his pit stop and his strategy, he is now 10 seconds ahead of Hampson. Those two had a very close battle in the first stint of the race. But apparently Leich had a better pit stop and better pace. Blue flag conditions here. We are racing Pritchard and Marangoni. Still close racing between these guys. At the moment, the closest battle that we have. 7/10 of a second. Benji. And the rain is already going to disappear. Track is still damp. Everybody is taking it very careful. Who is going to pit first from these two? Marangoni, a good exit. Maybe he's going to send it now into turn. Which turn is it? Second to the last, third to the last turn. Going very wide there. Pritchard, Marangoni on the outside. They're going side by side, keeping the traction. Marangoni takes 10th position off of Pritchard and is now second in the GT4 class. Pritchard immediately going into the pits, feeling that he is struggling on these tires in these wet conditions.
Nice move, Macaroni.
Nice Macaroni. Indeed. But Pedro already took the virtual lead because Marangoni still has the pits and Hacker also still has the pits. Hacker very far ahead though. Marangoni. Oh, we have one off. 30. Gagliolo. Gagliolo with an off. Getting overtaken by Ahumada changed position. And Ahumada loses control as well. Hits against the wall just in time. Yellow flag. He is lucky to get away with that. Careful that he doesn't impede others in these situations. That was very unfortunate. He just took advantage of the off from Gagliolo, but then binned it himself. I think he has a little bit damage. We have Hampson here. Now 12 seconds from Leich with the fresher rubber. Getting further ahead. And Gagliolo trailing. Leich overtook him. He is now 1 lap behind Gagliolo. But it still rains, guys. It's still raining and it's now wet conditions. It just rained until it's fully wet. This is so tricky and it's admirable from everybody that they are keeping it on track. Very good from everybody. Dan did not pit yet, still going on the same set of tires in these wet conditions. I assume as soon as it stops raining, he's gonna put on a new set and gain even more from Leich. It's a whole lap ahead. As you can see on the map, Dan is now T1, and then Chris Leich is heading up the hill to the hairpin. But Burns is not far away. Burns is smelling this second position from Leich. .3 seconds. You have also Pedro in pursuit of Marangoni, but Marangoni still has to pit, so I assume that Pedro is not gonna take any unnecessary risks. Burns had a little mishap, I think. He is now 4.8 seconds from Leich. Oh, we have another off from Hampson. Hampson is struggling in these wet conditions. It is very hard if you do not feather your throttle. And here Pedro flashing the lights for the blue flag. Marangoni. Oh, he had to wait there. Hampson diving into that first turn. Pedro in the traction, in the tires, in the rear from Hampson. Look at this, pushing him ahead even. What a racecraft from these guys. But Hampson needs to hurry on. Still no controls. And Hampson's trying. Oh my god, Hampson another off. He was trying to get and he hit the wall. He keeps it going. There's Griffin. Griffin took position from Hampson. They're all trying to make their way through the GT4 pack here. Is Pedro gonna let him go? Yes, he is, but Pedro is still fighting Marangoni. Marangoni going on the outside. Pedro on the racing line. It has stopped raining, by the way. The track is immediately went from wet to damp already. Racing on track and Marangoni pits. Marangoni pits. That is a little breather for Pedro. But what unfortunate for Hampson. So many offs in the last couple of laps. We have Burns and Leich here also still, but a while ago they were 2 seconds, but Leich found some pace, also way fresher tires than Burns. Dan is in the pits. We have now still 20 minutes to go. Gonna go low fuel for Dan here for the rest of the race. And Leich heading towards the start. When is Dan gonna start driving again? How close will Leich be? He is off. Dan is off and Leich is not yet towards the penultimate corner. It will be still a big gap for Danardi. The long straight from the last turn to T1 is the difference between first position and second position. 22 seconds. Pedro is still clinging in here with his GT4. Everybody is way spread out. But Hacker and Lemming battling out for 10th position. If Lemming is going to have more mistakes, maybe he will lose this position even to Hacker in the overall standings. But it is going to pan out. Pedro is way ahead of everybody. Pedro is now 14 seconds ahead of P2 in the GT4 series. And like I said, their fires clinging on here to Ahumada, proving and showing to the rest of the drivers that he is the fastest of the GT4 drivers. Just as in front, Dan starting another lap, lap 26 of the race with still 17 minutes to go. Leich following behind. Still, the long straight makes the difference between P1 and P2. Then we have Burns. Burns did not find the same pace as Leich. He did come closer a little bit, but Leich found that special feeling of the car after these rainy conditions. And once it started to dry out, found its pace. And we have Griffin, new to the championship. Griffin, clean driver with the number 33. Hunting Gagliolo with damage, but Gagliolo is 1 lap behind. There is a big pace difference in the front runners and with some front runners and the rest of the pack. So Griffin's doing good. 9 seconds from Burns. Still possible if anybody makes a mistake. That is a possible position overtake. So still have to be wary of where to drive. And here like I said, very close. Who did he bump into? Was that Hacker? No. That was the 56 car from Blade with some damage. So we have Griffin with 9 seconds from Burns. Then we have Hampson, who is a sector behind. Cops 21 seconds. Gagliolo almost a full lap behind. And Ahumeda and Lamming closing off the Porsche Cup cars, with only Sedgwick, who is in P18, struggling. Had, I think, a lot of damage on his car there. And for the GT4 class, we have Pedro driving in P9, still ahead of Lamming, 2 laps ahead of Lamming. Still trying to cling on here to the P8 Cup car. Definitely not an easy task, but he seems to be doing it. Then we have Tom Hacker going over the finish line, 14 seconds behind NP2 in the GT4 class. Still followed by Clemens on 5-second difference, so still close. Tom needs to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. Then we have McKay, Pritchard, and Marangoni. Pritchard and Marangoni still close together. Pritchard heading for the light car. Light blue, Mr. Chris Light. You can see that the track is drying out. No more rain forecasted. We have 13 minutes to go. It has been a clean race so far. I haven't seen a lot of incidents. We had some good battles in front with Hampson and Leich. We have also the battle between Burns and Ravensberger. Still too bad that Ravensberger had disconnect. And then the GT4 class, like you see, Pedro here. Everybody evenly spread. 13 seconds, 6 seconds, 11 seconds. Then we have Pritchard and Marangoni. We have still 12 minutes to go. As you can see, Dan setting the fastest time still. Purple time for Dan with the 1:44.1. Then we have Lai, 1:44.8 as the fastest lap. Burns was a little bit faster than Lai, but at the end lost pace. 1:54. Let's see what Lai is doing. Lai is doing 1:51. 150s, and Burns is doing 1:53. Yeah, Pedro is doing very good. Let's look at the Porsche of Pedro. His fastest lap 1:51.2, and at the end he is doing 57, 56, 55, getting faster again when everything is drying up. Track is greasy now for the last 10 minutes of the race. So as 50, what did I say, 57, 56, 55, and Hacker is still following 57, 56, 54. See, the track is drying up, as you can see. We will also see the same with Dan when it started to rain from the 45s, went to 47, 53. And now we're going from 53, 52, 50. Still way off the pace from the beginning of the race, but it is still greasy indeed. Okay, let's get back to the race. Oh, we have a stop and go from Leich. What happened? I'm guessing he had too many track limits. Chris Leich with a stop and go for 30 seconds. What happened? And also lost already the position to Burns. How is that possible? He must have gone off somewhere. Is he going to take his stop and go now? We need to see what happened with Leich. Let's go back to the replay. Let's look at the replay. What's the number car of Leich? Had the 74 car. '74 car. Yeah, there we go. Must be here in lap 29 because it took him way too long. Let's see what happened. So to the fast right-hander. And left again, the second. Still going for good. What happened? I know, I think he had a drive-through. Yep, let's see. I think Chris Leich had a drive-through or had a stop and go. And he speeded, so he had to take another stop and go penalty. Why did he go to the pits, guys? So Chris Leich from second position all the way back to sixth. That's a shame. And we have another disconnect going off. Dan is still here. Koch. Who are we missing? I think we are missing Hampson. Hampson is gone. Disconnect. No, Hampson is in third place. Strange. We have only 18 people left. Unfortunate for these server issues. 6 minutes race left. Nice, clear conditions. And my controls are working again. Let's go. is it 32 car? 33 car, Griffin. Let's follow along Griffin. See the difference with Dan in front of him. They're gonna encounter the 88 car from Clements. As you can hear the big lift. Big lift. You need to be very subtle on the gas. Lifting here to keep grip. And Chris, is he going to heat? There's no rush. Griffin is not fighting anybody. He has 6 seconds to cops. Hampson ahead is the full length. Good yield from Chris Clements. Everybody is nice and evenly spread out. This race was a survival race, I think, for a lot of people, especially in these rain conditions. Qualifying in the wet, and then a halfway race also wet rain, a heavy rain for 15 minutes. As you can see, his track is back to optimum. These cars disperse a lot of the rain and water when driving. Let's follow Hampson. Hampson needs to clear a blue flag here. Mr. Nurfarer. Oh, look at this. Let's see the speed difference here. Oh, look at that. Well yielded by Pedro, going over the grass, by the way. He can afford, he is 2 laps, 3 laps. 22 seconds ahead of Clements. And I think that was Kops. Yes, this is going to be a heavy battle. Leich will want to redeem at least another place in these last 2 minutes. Let's follow Leich on board. Needs to clear the blue flag here. And at the same time, he already cleared him. He is now in the hunt for Kops. We are still going to have 1 lap after this. Dan is at the hairpin and there's 1 more lap coming. Leich is in the rear of Kops. PlayStation versus Xbox. He's going a wide line. He's doing the cut, do the up and over. No, traction race downhill here. He's gonna get cut off. Is he going to send it on the outside? Who is gonna hold it? Yes, taking the inside. Leich, little early finding a hole. Gets cut off by Kops. He has still 1 full lap to find a way through, because Dan is on the final lap. Will he find traction? He had, but he found some oversteer there. How is this gonna pan out? Leicht versus Kopp. Is Leicht gonna get the position back? Kopp will defend for his life. Going down the gears. T1. Nice exit from Leicht. Taking it cleaner. Finding pace. Sending it on the inside. Is Kopp's gonna leave him room? This is so close, guys. Fast right-hander. Kopp cuts off Leicht, stays on the inside, but Leicht is gonna do the undercut. Kopp not defending, but still just taking the racing line. Leicht is within striking distance. He will want this last position. He is not finding it. Only a couple of turns to go. And almost towards the end. If this one doesn't work, almost contacts. And we have Dan Clegg finishing in first position, driving under the checkered flag, followed by Pedro, also first place in his category. Griffin finished his race already, but we have still to wait for Burns, who has to come in for his last lap. We have Clemens finishing second in the GT4 class. Well done to these podium finishers. Burns also crossing the finish line now. A P2 for him.
Nice race.
Got a little bit lucky, thank you Jason. I think Burns got a little bit lucky with the pit stop from Leicht there. And Mr. McKay ends up the bronze, or closes up the podium with bronze in the GT4 class. Still waiting for Hampson. Gagliolo finishing the lap. Marangoni also finishing his race. Fourth position in the GT4 class. Pritchard fifth in the GT4 class. And Hampson crossing the finish line, drifting towards the finish. P3. I think he will be happy with that result. There he goes, crashing it all up. There we go. That will be it, everybody. That was an eventful race. To sum up, Dan, again, with overwhelming achievement in KYALAMI here. No competition whatsoever, ending 40 seconds ahead of Burns. Then we have Hampton within the same lap and 64 seconds behind in third position. And in the GT4 class, Pedro Nurfarer takes podium gold, Chris Clemens silver, and Andy McKay bronze for the GT4s. This was nice racing from a lot of drivers. Everybody kept it clean. Everybody was very responsible in the rain. It was very nice to see that everybody used his common sense and his racecraft as usual here in Race Club UK. And this is it for this week's Tuesday race. We will see each other next week. I hope to be racing next week with everybody here. But if not, we will be doing another broadcast and comms. So I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. If you like the stream, give it a thumbs up, and you will get some notifications for the next races. And if you want more of these comms, just let me know in the comments below. If you want some more Race with Reese comms in the future, I am always willing to do some. Just let me know, and I'll see you next week. See everybody. Goodbye, good evening. Race with Reese out.